Hi, kids. Today's book is called Harold and the Purple Crayon. It's pretty interesting. This little guy's pretty creative. Let's wait and see what he does. Looks like he likes to draw. One evening, after thinking it over, for some time, Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight. There wasn't any moon, and Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight. And he needed something to walk on. So it looks like he's drawn himself a road or a path. One tree. It turned out to be an apple tree. The apples would be very tasty, Harold thought when they got red. So he put a frightening dragon under the tree to guard the apples. There he is, drawing his dragon. It was a terribly frightening dragon, big teeth. It even frightened Harold when he looked away. When he turned around and looked at the dragon, it frightened him. His hand holding the purple crayon shook a little bit. Suddenly, he realized what was happening. But by then, Harold was over his head in an ocean. When his hand was shaking, he accidentally drew an ocean. He was sinking, so he came up out of the water thinking fast, and in no time he was climbing aboard a trim little boat. Thank goodness for that purple crayon. He quickly set sail, and the moon sailed along with him. After he had sailed long enough, Harold made it to land without any trouble. He stepped ashore on the beach, wondering where he was. Hmm. He even drew an anchor to anchor his boat there. The sandy beach reminded Harold of picnics, and the thought of picnics made him hungry. So he laid out a nice, simple picnic lunch. Okay, almost looks like a pie. Oh, there was nothing but pie, but there was all nine kinds of pie. They were all nine kinds of pie that Harold liked. When Harold finished the picnic, there was quite a lot of pie left. So he hated to see so much pie go to waste. Uh-oh, what's he drawing? He's drawing something here. I see ears and a mouth. So Harold left a very hungry moose and a deserving porcupine to finish the pies. Cute. And off he went looking for a hill to climb to see where he was. So there he goes. The moon is following as usual, and he is going to draw a hill. Harold knew that the higher he went, the further he could see. So he decided to make the hill into a mountain. If he went high enough, he thought he would see the window of his bedroom. Well, let's see. He was tired and he left and he felt he ought to be getting to bed. He was tired. A lot of drawing, a lot of adventures. He hoped he could see his bedroom window from the top of the mountain. Let's see. He's higher than the moon. But as he looked down over the other side, he slipped. Uh-oh. And there wasn't any other side of the mountain. He was falling in the thin air. Uh-oh, I hope he doesn't get hurt. Oh, he's a fast thinker. But as he was falling, luckily he kept his wits about him and he still had his purple crayon and he is drawing. What do you think it is? He made a balloon and he grabbed on to that balloon. And he made a basket under the balloon, big enough to stand in. He had a fine view from the balloon, but he couldn't see his window. He couldn't even see a house. And the moon stays with him. So he made a house with windows and he landed the balloon on the grass in the front yard. None of the windows was his window. He tried to think where his window ought to be. Interesting. He made some more windows. He made a big building full of windows. He made lots of buildings full of windows. He made a whole city full of windows. But none of the windows was his window. I still see that moon. Can you see the moon? He couldn't think where his window could be. He decided to ask a policeman. The policeman pointed the way. Harold ran going that way, but Harold thanked him first. And he walked along with the moon, wishing he was in his room and in his bed. Then suddenly Harold remembered. What did he remember? What's he looking at? He remembered where his bedroom window was. When there was a moon, the moon was outside his window. It was always right around the moon. And then Harold made his bed. He got in and drew up the covers. The purple crayon dropped on the floor and Harold dropped off to sleep. What a cute story. And that's the end. Everyone, have a great evening. Talk to you later.